Hello riding superstars, welcome to today's video all about mastering dressage. What does that look like? What does it look like? So you guys know I created Dressage Mastery because I had a horrible, awful journey trying to figure out dressage, and I felt frustrated all the time, and I felt depressed all the time, and I felt lost, confused, alone all the time. And it doesn't need to be like that. It can be a completely different experience depending on how you code it and what you do. So we have, sorry, notification come up on my phone. So depending on what's going on in your journey, I just wanted to check in if you're at a party. Let me start with this. If you're at a party and you meet this amazing person, and the food's great, and you're having really great food, really great conversation, you're dancing, you're having a grand old time, what's the reality of the party? And you would say the reality is the party is amazing, best party you've ever been to. Someone else goes there, their ex-partner is there with a beautiful new partner, and you eat some sushi and you get sick, and the songs you like aren't getting played, and you don't dance, and you have an awful time. So what's the reality of the party? And you guys get, there's no reality of the party. There's just the reality of your experience. So you can experience the party in a million different ways, and it's all based on how you decide the experience will be is what the experience is. So it's the same with dressage. You will be confused, you will be frustrated, you will lose, you will take 2 steps forward and 10 steps back, you will get to a block, and you have to sit there for a while chipping away at it before you progress to the next bit. That is coming, that is your reality, but how you experience that can be any way you choose. So I chose to experience it because I didn't know any better. I did choose it, but I didn't know that I could choose. I chose to feel every time there was a block to make it mean that I was a really bad rider, and that I was hopeless, and I was pathetic, and I shouldn't be a rider. And every time something went wrong, I used it as evidence to prove how hopeless and stupid and bad I was. And every time something went wrong, I chose to experience it in a really negative, bad way. And you guys know, in 2009 I did NLP training, and I really figured out what goes on in here can change everything. So then I chose to experience my reality in very different ways. I chose to experience my dressage journey in very different ways. So whenever you're learning to master anything, you guys know I've got kids. Danica's learning how to read and how to write and how to spell, and she's failing and making mistakes, and she hates it. She hates failing, she hates making mistakes, and I am just doing everything in my power to be like, yay, you totally stuffed that up, that's awesome, you totally got that wrong, high five, yep, that's totally not it, yay. And she's feeling all confused because she's like, why is that a yay? I said, because that means you're learning, that means you're in the game, that means you're trying. I'm very much with my children, be in the game, or as Brene Brown says, live in the arena. Get out into life and do it. You will make mistakes, but that's not where the winning is. The winning is in doing. And that's where I feel most people get stuck on their mastery of dressage journey, because they're not in the game, they're not playing full out, they're so worried about making a mistake, looking bad, getting laughed at, getting it wrong, failing, it all going wrong, that they're not just having a go, they're not playing, they're not just going, okay, well, what's going to happen if I do this, and what can I learn here? So every time something goes hideously wrong, it's a learning experience. Okay, what did you learn? Don't do that. Don't press that button. Don't use your legs and your brain like that. Don't ride a half pass with bend to counter flexion, because you get a really bad half pass mark, because it won't be a half pass. And then when you ride the half pass with the correct bend and flexion, oh, my score improved. Yay, I should do that more, I should do that less. And if you have fun and irreverence and playfulness to that kind of journey, you will just have so much more fun. So the thinking and the methodology that I teach my kids about living life and learning is play in the arena, be in it, do it, and hope to make as many mistakes as possible, because in the mistakes you'll learn what doesn't work and you'll learn what works, and you'll get better and better and better. There is no one on the planet that became extraordinary easily. Do you guys get that? No one on the planet became extraordinary easily. They didn't just wake up one day, get out of bed and go, I happen to be extraordinary at that. And I didn't try, I didn't do anything, I never made a mistake, I just woke up extraordinary at it. They didn't, they failed, they toiled, they cried, they had blood, sweat and tears. There's a reason we have that phrase, blood, sweat and tears. It literally is blood, sweat and tears to become extraordinary, to go on that learning journey. And so you can hate your experience with that. You can go, yeah, I want to be extraordinary, but I'm going to have this and I'm going to hate it. Or you can love it. Love the hard, love the mistakes, love the blood, sweat and tears, because that really is the fun, and that really is how you get to where you want to go. That is how you master dressage. Not, people say to me, how can I just wake up one day and ride like a Grand Prix dressage rider? You can't. You got to do the work. You got to do you've got to, feel it. So you might know what you have to do. You might know the feeling, but it's still got to assimilate. You still got to get it all together. It's like in maths. I remember going, So the teacher would go, we're going to learn this algebra thing. So A plus B equals C, and they would do an example on the board, and I'd go, yeah, makes sense. Then you'd go to do it yourself. You'd have 10 now problems you had to solve, and I'd just be like, it's not like on the board. That made sense. This does not make sense. And that's kind of like dressage. I'm like, get a horse through, yep, get the horse around, yep, half pass with true bend, yep, makes total sense. And then I go to do it, and it's a bit like that math problem. I'm like, it's a little bit different. So you really, really need to just love that, embrace that, because just like those maths problems, the more difference you get, the more you understand how the basic principle works. Same as dressage. You understand the basic principle, now you have to understand all the nuances about that basic principle and all the times where it works but a little bit different in this scenario with this feeling and this horse and blah, 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 blah. So trust you've enjoyed my musings on dressage mastery. I can't wait to hang out with you guys more tomorrow. We're going to talk about health. We're going to talk about how to have more energy, and I know a lot of people struggle to fit their riding in, because you've got to fit it in before work or fit it in after work, and how do you have the energy to do everything that you need to do. So we're going to talk a little bit about that. Can't wait to share with you guys again tomorrow. I think it'll be a bit later. I'm about to get on a plane for 12 hours, and then it's going to be night time, and then I'll be sleeping, so I don't know when it will be, but it'll be soon. For those of you that are still interested in the Riding Superstar team, we are still open. Registration's closed now in 4 days, so registration's closed on Sunday for the Riding Superstar team. If you want to know more about the Riding Superstar team, I will get Kate to post the link, and she will pop that through, and you guys can get onto that. So excited. Everyone in the Superstar team is so pumped to get their riding results where they want to go, and you guys are going to get a lot more coach pep talks from me. Cool. Okay guys, I'll see you guys soon. Have a great one. Bye.